lot of you. How many of you have been to the library this summer? Good answer. Okay. So the folks that I brought with me here today are my friends who signed up at the beginning of the summer to be in a program called Puppet Group, Puppet Troupe. And what that meant was they were going to work with these puppets that we already had, and they were going to work on performing a puppet show by the end of the summer. But really, you know how quickly time flies. We really only had about 10 practices. So these kiddos have been working really hard. And we're excited to be here today. I think these guys are a little bit nervous, but I know you're going to be a great audience, right? Can you give them a round of applause just for being here? All right, thank you. So, let me tell you what our play is about. Not only have these guys been practicing working these puppets, being puppeteers, but they also worked on a script. They wrote an original script. Okay, by that I mean they didn't get it from a book. They didn't get their idea from a TV show. I didn't write it for them. They wrote their own lines. So they wrote the script, and then they practiced the script about 10 times. And here we are performing for you today. The two scripts that they wrote is called Squeaks the Cheat and Stranger Danger. So we're going to do Squeaks the Cheat first. And Squeaks the Cheat is about an animal. Can you guess what kind of animal he is? With the name Squeaks? He's a mouse. And he's a mouse who likes to cheat a lot. And so his friends have to teach him a lesson. Do any of you have any experience with cheating? Have you ever run into someone who's cheated in a game, or maybe you've cheated yourself? It happens, it's tempting. Tell me about an experience. Come on up here, who can tell me? What happened? Turn around to my friend.
They switched cards around when they were playing apples to apples. They switched the cards around to make them win.
Not cool. I love that game, apples to apples. That's kind of what happens in Squeaks the Cheat. He makes fake cards in the game of Monopoly, and he's a banker, and so he kind of screws up the money on purpose. So kind of the same situation. Does anybody else have an experience with cheating? Come on up.
My dad, when we were playing a Candyland game, he cheated and...
Your dad cheated?
Yeah.
No way. Okay, finish the story.
He did this pregnancy, and then he found an all.
Oh, man. Can't believe your own dad did that. What did you learn? What did we learn from cheating? Is it ever okay to cheat? Like, can we sometimes? No, not ever, right? We don't cheat. Because playing a game isn't about winning. You play a game to have fun. You play a game to maybe learn something new. But you don't play a game to win. That's not what it's all about, right? So we should never cheat. And that's what Squeaks is going to learn here in this first little play called Squeaks the Cheat. Enjoy.
I just pressed go. Give me $200, please.
I win again. I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. Oh, I love this game. I win, I win, I win.
Squeaks was cheating during a game of Monopoly. He was making fake cards. One said, pay taxes, send out your money to Squeaks. It's not supposed to go to Squeaks. It's supposed to go to the government.
Well, that doesn't seem fair now, does it? Why did you stop it, Ellie? You knew it was wrong.
Well, I didn't know what to say, and I didn't want to make him mad. Plus, elephants are afraid of mice.
You must always stand up for what you know is right. And you got to stand up for your friends. Stand up for what you believe.
Okay, I'll try from now on.
Invite Squeaks over to play games. See if you can encourage him to stop cheating. You'll have to voice your concern. You'll have to actually speak up and tell him why it bothers you. If you think you can do that, Ellie, I think you'll have a new friend and playmate.
But River Queen, you're forgetting one very important thing. Elephants are afraid of mice. Even if I muster the courage to talk to him about cheating, I don't think I can do it face to face.
Then, Ellie, you'll have the perfect opportunity to conquer two problems at once. You can conquer your fear of mice and stop Squeaks from cheating. You have no reason to be afraid of Squeaks. Mice are animals just like you. Just because they look differently or talk differently or behave differently doesn't mean they don't have the same kind of feelings that you do. Deep down, Ellie, we are all the same. Have no fear. Run along and call Squeaks today. I know you can do it.
Okay, River Queen, I will. Thank you. Squeaks, do you maybe want to come over and maybe play some games?
Me? Really? Sure, I'd love to. Should I come over to your house or should you come over to mine?
I can't fit in your little mouse hole, so you better come over to mine. I live at 22 Two-Ton Lane.
Okay, I'll be right over. Hey, should I ask Carrie and Boy to come too?
Yeah, and the more the merrier.
Hello, Ellie, we're here.
There's just one thing, Squeaks.
Yeah, what is it?
We don't want to play with you if you cheat.
What do you mean? I'm not a cheater.
Yes, you are. Sometimes. A lot, actually.
Yeah, and it's not a whole lot of fun to play with you when you cheat. Well, I guess you're right. Sometimes I do, but that's because I hate to lose. I just hate it. I never win at anything, and nobody wants me on their team because I'm so small. And people think I'm weak, so I have to show them that I'm not. I don't know. I just want to win for once. I want to know what it feels like.
Gee, Squeaks, we didn't know you felt that way. You can be on my team anytime.
Yeah, me too. I don't mind hanging out with you, even though you're small.
Even though I'm usually afraid of mice, I think I want to be your friend. You seem like a nice mouse when you're not cheating.
Yeah, you're funny.
And smart.
And fast.
And cute.
We don't care what you look like, Squeaks. We want to be your friend.
You just have to realize that you can't win all of the time. No one can. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but you'll always have to finish the game fairly. That's how it works.
Okay, guys, I'm sorry for cheating the other day, and I promise I won't ever cheat again. Thanks for playing with me and being my friends.
Hi, my name's Emily. I go to Neil Armstrong Middle School, and my favorite thing I did this summer was go swimming.
Okay, so she's a student over at Neil Armstrong, and she loves swimming this summer. Okay, Matt, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Matt Stinson. I go to Neil Armstrong Middle School. And my favorite thing I did this summer was playing baseball.
Nice. Okay, next up we have Nick.
Hi, my name's Nick. I go to Memorial Elementary, and my favorite thing I did this summer was go to the beach.
Cool. Jimmy?
Hi, my name is Jimmy Gasper, and I go to Neil Armstrong Middle School. And my favorite thing that I did this summer was playing baseball.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Natalie. I go to Memorial Elementary School, and my favorite thing I did this summer was go to the beach.
Okay, and Angela.
My name is Angela Laquella, and I go to South Fayette Elementary School, and my favorite thing I did this summer was go to New York City.
Go to New York City. Nice. Okay, so these guys have to switch puppets here for a second. We're going to give them a minute to do that. But did anybody have a favorite puppet? Which one did you like the best? Which one was your favorite?
I like the lion and
The lion's pretty cool, isn't it? We kind of adopted him as our library mascot. We call him the library lion. What was your favorite? The mouse is cute too, isn't it? Let me show you the mouse head. Jimmy, can you hand me that? Some of them of the bigger ones actually have bodies that go with it, but we didn't bring them. They're still at the library. But then some of them, such as Mouse, are what we call a basket head. And so it doesn't have a body, it's just the head. And it's made out of a waste paper basket. Isn't that cool? When Cheryl makes them, she uses all materials that she just has lying around the house. Everything's just recycled from what she already owns. So it's a waste paper basket with some material, cut up Target bags, and then just cardboard. What do you think his ears are made out of? Cups. Yeah, and then she just paper mache'd it. You guys know what paper mache is? Yeah? Okay. Cool. I like Mouse too. Well, in the next one, you're going to see some of the same puppets. Billy B is in this one too, but he plays a different character. We're adding 2 daisies who play the main characters. And then at the very end, you'll see a BP police officer played by our BP Hawk. Now this one, Cheryl made this hawk too. Nick, can you stand up for a second? She made this one too, but we helped her. She made this one at the library. And this puppet we actually get to keep forever. This is ours. I'm going to help Nick here for just 1 second. There you go. You okay? Yep. There, isn't that cool? All right, so he's going to come out at the very end and kind of settle the situation for us. The next one is called Stranger Danger. So obviously we're teaching kids how to protect themselves against strangers and give them ways to stay safe. So again, you guys are being a great audience. I just ask you to be really quiet, turn those listening ears up really high, because it's sometimes hard to hear these guys behind the masks. They're talking as loud as they can, but you need to be extra quiet for them too. Okay? All right, without any further ado, I present Stranger Danger.
Hey, 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 kids! Is this your ball? Want it back? Come and get it!
Yeah, come and get it.
Let's go to the library instead. I want a new book to read.
Okay, sure.
I've been thinking about reading a mystery novel this summer. Or have I?
I requested a joke book last week, but I didn't get it.
I've actually been becoming really fast with my reading. Last night, I read Harry Potter in about 20 seconds. I know it's only 2 words, but it's a start.
Come on, I'm not kidding around. Let's get some good books and then go over to my house.
Okay, but did I tell you about my new friend who is an avid reader? Her name is Paige Turner.
You and your puns. Are you done yet?
Yeah, sure. Hey, look over at the checkout desk. Aren't those the same 2 creeps who stole our ball earlier?
Yes, you're right. I'm starting to get creeped out. Oh my gosh, here comes the bee. He's seriously heading straight at us.
Hey, you guys, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm actually trying to warn you. Chucky wants to keep following you. I went along with him at first, but because I thought it was just a joke, but now I think he really wants to hurt you guys. I'm ditching him and going back home. If I were you, I'd go tell the librarian or go down to the police station. He's a real wackadoo, that Crane.
Okay, well thanks for the warning. We'll be careful. Come on, let's go tell the librarian. The crane followed us here all the way from the park.
This does not sound good. I'm glad you came over to tell me. You definitely did the right thing. I'm going to call your parents to come pick you up and call the police as well. Chucky can't be following kids around like that. It scares them and he needs to know the seriousness of the matter.
Are we going to get into trouble?
No, of course not. You've done nothing wrong. And again, it was the right thing to do to come tell an adult. Here comes one of the police officers now.
Is there a problem here?
Yes.
Go ahead, girls. Tell them the story.
The train followed us here all the way from the library.
Well, Chucky was definitely wrong to scare you girls like that, and he had no business following you here to the library. I know which crane you mean. We see Chucky in the park all the time. I'll make sure I track him down and talk to him right away. He'll be severely warned. I promise. He won't bother you again. Thank you for telling Miss Reed-a-Lot the problem. That was the right thing to do. Your parents will be proud of you, just as I am. They're on their way right now. In the meantime, I want to teach you a little bit about stranger danger, okay?
Okay, we're listening.
Good. A stranger is anyone you don't know, and if you don't know a person, then you don't know if they are good or bad. So it's better to stay away from strangers and not trust strangers unless your parents or teacher say that person is okay. Some strangers may try to play tricks on you. Don't fall for any of those sneaky tricks. You can protect yourself against a stranger by using your brain and your feet. Use your brain to realize it's a stranger. Use your feet to get away quickly if the person is making you feel uncomfortable. If a stranger is following you, go to an adult you can trust. If you don't see anyone around, you know. Go to a police officer, crossing guard, or someone working behind a store counter. You can also find a woman who has kids with her. When you're walking somewhere, walk with a friend or in a group. Memorize your home phone number and your parents' work phone numbers. If you're ever home alone, never open the door for a stranger. Always keep the door locked. Never use a public restroom unless you're with a parent or a grown-up you can trust. Follow these important safety rules and you'll be okay. You did the right thing today, and I know you'll do the right thing in the future. Teach your friends how to stay safe too.
Okay, we will.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Enjoy the rest of your summer.
Okay,
We
you
will.
too.
You too.
You meddling flowers! I'll open up a weed wrecker's shop to cut you into little tiny pieces and bulldoze your house. You can never stop me! I'll defeat you one day. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but the next day! Wah-ha-ha! Ha-ha-ha!
Chucky the Crane, played by Matt, could not wait to do that part. All right, so he was the bad guy, right? He was following those poor daisies around. He followed them into the park, he took their ball, and then he followed them to the library. And the daisies were starting to get freaked out. So what did they do? I know it was really hard to hear these guys, but could you understand what they did? They went and told a trusted adult. Who did they tell? Yeah, first they told the librarian, Mrs. Reed-a-Lot, and then she called the policeman and he was able to tell the police officer. So that was the right thing to do, right? I'm sure you guys learned about stranger danger in school. We thought it was an important safety rule that we wanted to reinforce. It's never ever okay to go with somebody you don't know. You never ever talk to anybody that you don't know, right? All right, can you give these guys one more big round of applause, please? And puppeteers, can you give these guys a round of applause for being a great audience? Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to need a couple minutes to get cleaned up and to pack up our stuff, but I thought if you guys wanted to try, if this was okay with your teachers, if you guys wanted to try on some of the masks, you'd be able to do that before we packed up.